We are back. Man, Debatable episode 12.
It's
man.
debatable.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. We want to welcome y'all. We appreciate everybody. Thank you for supporting the Patreon. Patreon.com/MCWar. Shouts out to our sponsors, Austrian Audio.
Free Dr. York.
AustrianAudio.com. Best microphones, OC18, and free Dr. Malachi York. Innocent man in super maximum prison. Let's help to get the truth out. Yeah, man. Yo, that's Snake Eyez versus Rosenberg Raw, man. That joint was fire.
Man.
That joint was fire, man.
Who you got?
So let me ask you a question. First
of
of all, is Rosenberg Raw, what, he's like mixed or something?
I don't know.
Huh? Okay.
I don't know. He look
He's like, I guess.
No, but he sound, but he look. I don't know.
Okay. Either way, who I got? I got Snake Eyez. I got Snake Eyez. That guy right there, I'm feeling that guy. That guy right there. Like, where he been locked up or something?
I don't know.
Boy, that boy, welcome back. Welcome to the game, because that boy put it in.
Yeah, he put on the show.
Sheesh. Yo, he one of them guys, bro. He one of them guys.
Was it a 30? Was it a 30?
Let me tell you something. It's been a minute since I seen one of them guys. And I done seen, I done been across a lot of them guys in my life. As an MC, myself, I came across a lot of them. I mean, Omoto Technique was one of them. Who else? This dude named Platinum for 125th Street. I don't know, what he doing these days, but he was one of them. Yo, that boy good. And his style, it's original. You get what I'm talking about? Like, it's not the same old battle rap, cookie cutter. But now Rosenberg Raw ain't no slouch either. This the first time I actually watched a Rosenberg Raw battle, man.
Me too. Folks of them. I never seen them before.
Yeah, I never. I think dude, I'm telling you, dude just got out of. He must have just got out of something like that. But I guess they was talking about he did some PG or something. I don't know. But either way, both of them, bro, did they thing, man. Let me tell you something. I didn't even know Rosenberg Raw was like that. I kind of been skipping. Man, listen, man, you cannot judge a book by its cover, because I definitely done seen a few battles. I had the opportunity to watch a few different Rosenberg Raw battles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just like,
he did his thing.
I'm not clicking on it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I think Rosenberg Raw lost by I got a 2-1.
You got 2-1? Okay.
Yeah, I got a 2-1. I got it a 2-1. First round, Snake Eyez. Second round, Rosenberg. Third round, Snake Eyez. You know what I mean? And the third round,
I think
the third round,
no round was a blowout.
Nah, that's my point.
And I like how. Good.
The third round was like a notch. Like for me, Snake Eyez won the third round by a notch.
Yeah, I gotta review back my notes on exactly, who I think kind of edged round 3. But I think what I wanted to make sure I said was every round was close.
Yeah.
Every round was close. Like, I like how Snake Eyez didn't leave no gap. That's what made me think, like, yo, this guy's not really, because, usually they leave that gap in between them when they rap. They let, ARP or Smack or somebody in the middle say something. Dude just went right back in. Snake Eyez, then, but then Rosenberg, we did the same thing when he came. I was like, yo, these guys is official, man.
Yeah,
that was a classic battle, man. Seriously was, man. Guys, it wasn't nothing light about it.
I like Snake Eyez.
Yeah, man, Snake Eyez, man. First round, man. Catch Me with His Mother, my main catalyst, or my man catalyst, right? Get my main cat a list. Right. You know what I'm saying? My main catalyst? Yeah, that joint was fire, man.
Yeah.
Roy ain't been the same. Lame y'all invested in, you know what I mean? I guess he's been the poster boy for
RBE.
Yeah, I ain't really realized that. That head in Savannah, that whole, the breakdown, Dublin, that whole Georgia breakdown was crazy. That's crazy. That Man of GOAT, that Earl Man of GOAT line was dope. The Pop Smoke joint was disrespectful, but but I don't know, was Pop Smoke even dead when that took place?
Huh? It happened in February.
Yeah, I don't know if he was even passed at that point. Verse Tracker, right? That Verse Tracker was fire. What's it called? Rotator Cuff. That surgery or something, whatever. Rotator Cuff. This chick. Oh, that was like that, man. Rose and Prosecutor.
Right.
Fire. John Smith, Hawk in the Air. Yeah. That joint was dope. That was some joints I took out of round one from Snake Eyez. The eye patch was funny. Did he keep the eye patch on the whole battle?
Yeah.
The whole battle?
The whole battle. Not the whole battle, for that whole round.
Okay, yeah, because it felt like I never even realized he took it off.
Yeah.
He took it off.
I mean, your man Snake Eyez said, you're the type that come through with some new sneakers on. Some dirty ass socks.
Yeah, that joint was fire. I like that too.
You know, his timing. His timing was really nice.
Yeah,
I like his timing.
It was fresh, man. It was like
his timing.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. It's not a lot of guys, man. Like, you know.
And the aggression.
Yeah.
The aggression was so crazy. I thought it was a problem for real.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't no problem. I knew you ain't want no problem with the dude either, though. But I knew it wasn't no problem. I think dude he an MC, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, listen, man,
when he said don't do that, you know what I mean?
So, but I mean, he was talking though, but then he started doing the same thing though. I don't know if I think he, I think he didn't realize
that was after though.
It was after though.
Because before that.
But I don't feel like he was doing it purposely though.
Right.
I feel like dude started hitting certain lines. It was drawing it out of him.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I kind of felt him because that did kind of disrupt. He kept doing it. You know what I mean? So that part is just like, nah, respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I mean, if he'd have kept doing it, it could have been a problem. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he gonna do that, man. I think Cass ain't trying to do that math offer. You know what I'm saying? They saw what happened to Math, man. Right. Math, had a hard time getting booked for a while, man.
Wow.
I mean, still right now, the biggest league there is, Smack ain't booking him.
Never.
I haven't seen that. You know what I mean? Come on, it's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Or 2, so but then what else? What's that, round 2? What's it called? Oh, but the eye patch, the eye patch was crazy.
The eye patch was crazy, and that's why I gave it to Rosenberg, because.
Which one? Okay, that's round 1.
No, I gave him round 2.
Okay. Round 1, he put the patch on, but it could seem like it's round 2 though, because it's the second. That's
bottom of the first. You said
exactly. Yup. He put the patch on. Hit him with the slick Rick bar. I thought that was dope. Sleep, one eye open. I thought that was dope. The pocket rocket. He cooking who? I was feeling Rosenberg Raw, man. I felt I won't get it. He said I won't get a rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's right. Seeing eye to eye. I got you.
He said don't work like half your face. Yeah, listen. Let me tell you something. Every round was really solid, man. Then round 2, the rebuttal was dope.
That's why I gave that one to
you gave round 1 to him.
I gave round 1 to Snake Eyez.
Okay.
And I gave round 2 to Rosenberg.
Okay. So round 2, we had the rebuttal. I thought was dope off the bat.
Talking about the rotisserie.
Right. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent out of his league, rose to the occasion. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? Do cocaine, like, you know what I mean? That do cocaine, the chick. You know what I'm saying?
He said.
Yeah.
This chick said your stomach stink.
Right.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy too. Knock on the
that was random, but that is like, golly.
Right. Whatever. What you know what I'm saying? Cross state checks. Steeler was what you Pittsburgh. You know what I'm talking about? That was dope. We must be from Pittsburgh, obviously. Burger business. The Five Guys.
Right,
you heard?
The
Five Guys burger business. That joint was crazy. The Beyonce bar, Alzheimer, right? And that joint was dope. That joint was dope. And then Rosenberg Raw hit him with the Harlem Shake. That was high. Only thing y'all know for was the Harlem Shake.
Right.
Under Snake Skin. That was dope. Brenda Baby in the Garbage.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Full Time Fold Snake. You heard?
Right.
Yeah.
Garden Snake.
Yeah, man. Headshot. See all his raps.
Yep.
The Anaconda bar. Yep. Snake in the water.
Yep.
Right? I thought that was crazy. Sleepwalking.
Yep.
Right? Don't expect you to see where I'm coming from.
Right.
Yo.
Right.
But you know what? You know what I wrote there? Short rounds.
Yeah, it was.
That's what it was. That's why I gave it to Snake Eyez.
Right.
Because if he would have just went the same amount of bars as Snake Eyez, he'd have got him in that round.
Yeah, but I think he got him in that round.
I felt
like what he gave him was it was solid, it was impactful, and bar for bar he outbarred him.
But he was short. I mean, I got you. I mean, to me it's debatable that round because of the fact that your man, yeah, bar for bar, but then dude continued. He probably had like a whole nother 12 bars over Rosenberg Raw. So I'm like, he got more material. He's scoring more points. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But I gave it to Rosenberg.
I got you.
I felt by the time he got to, we're not seeing eye to eye. It's like, you know, and then I don't know. He just kept it consistent.
I'm saying it was. I think it was solid. I just, like I said, I even wrote it down. I wrote down short rounds, and I felt like that in the first round too. I was like, yo, that was a good round, but why it was so short? Then, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. Then round 2, short again. So I think honestly, man, both those rounds, round 1 and round 2. Round 2 definitely, to me, I could have seen myself giving it to Rosenberg Raw if he'd have won a little bit more. But the amount of, I felt like dude had enough. He might have took a little longer to get it off. But I think even though in that amount of time, those amount of bars that added up, I think you know, it added past what Rosenberg Raw did. But you know, it's debatable, man. I feel what you're saying though, because Rosenberg Raw had definitely an excellent second round. Round 3, I was feeling that Norristown, Norristown. That's when dude like heard that already. That dude heard that already. So that one, you know, I don't know, but I thought it was fire. I ain't heard it before, so I thought it was fire. Hear us talk. Then hear y'all rap. You know, I thought, y'all, that first beat, his whole persona, the way he actually displayed that first round was crazy. I mean, that beginning of his third was crazy, bro. Like, them guys, like, that's a polished ass dude right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was really happy to see that, because you don't really see a lot of that, man. Right. You don't really see a lot of that. And that, to me,
but I'm feeling,
because you know, I get the vibe like he was polished before battle rap, like before this type of, you know what I'm saying, like world of battle rap, like, you know, like he's
a new
crazy
group of guys I'm peeping, man.
Yeah, man, crazy. But you know what? But a lot of them it's not like these guys are spring chickens, man. Every battle rap is 30 plus, bro. Like, I mean, it's some young ones, but a lot of these dudes 30, 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know about 40, but I'm definitely thinking 40 though. Yeah. I'm saying Math Offer probably gotta be approaching 40 if he ain't hit 40 yet. T-Rex gotta be. Come on, these guys been around for a long time. They've been around before. They was doing their thing before battle rap. What's your man name? Hollow the Don.
Lux.
Come on, Lux. Arsenal. Y'all dudes all these guys gotta be like late 30s, bruh.
Right.
Cats was like, come on, you talking about, you know, Fight Club, that's 03. That's when we started. We started 02. You know what I'm saying? Fight Club 03.
15 years ago, these
that's
guys
17 years.
15 years ago, these guys wasn't 15.
They wasn't 15. It definitely wasn't 15. So no matter what, you in your 30s. Most of them was about 18, 20. So right now they about 37. And a couple of them is over 40. Like you had Ice. It's a couple guys over 40, man. But Rosenberg Raw has some balls.
Shout out to y'all. We ain't knocking y'all
down.
Man.
That.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It's no way. I think I just want to remove, you know, the spell. I think it's a good look to remove that mind state, because then it, you know, kind of allows people to see that it is like fine wine. It gets better with time. You know, it's not. I mean, you know, it's really like that. It's not like we fighting. We physically fighting. Even look at that. Look at Mike Tyson. Look at Foreman. Right. These guys went on into their 50s. Foreman fought into his 50s, right? Mm-hmm. Foreman had a fight in his 50s. So, you know, but you know, just to end that off, man, that round 3, man, that you know, that Raw paper was crazy. The Dot Mobb scheme, like I said, that was crazy. Rosenberg Raw, the Ciroc line was funny. Right. It was. That was funny. That was funny.
That was funny. Zesty over
zesty. Yeah. Yo, listen, man. He did his thing, man. Listen, because really, listen, 90% is a lot of cats that's getting smoked by that guy right there. Huh? A lot of cats that they call top tier, they getting smoked by that. I'd way rather hear him than them. You follow what I'm talking about? Rosenberg Raw, bro. I'm definitely interested in hearing some more. Yeah, man, y'all gay, right?
Yeah.
You know,
y'all not gay.
Y'all gay. Y'all not gay, but y'all gay. Yo,
yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yo, that dude nice. I'm telling you, dude. I think he gotta be mixed. I think I heard him use the N-word too, bro. I think he got it right. Did he use it in there? He gotta be mixed, bro. You heard it right? Yeah, he definitely, man. He definitely, yeah. Okay, all right, man. But yo, listen, woo, great battle. That was a great battle, bro. That's one of the best that I've seen in a minute.
I mean,
man.
RBE, man, y'all doing y'all
yeah,
thing,
ARP, man. Straight up and down, man.
Word.
Straight up and down, it's fire, man. So, what's it called? Where we at right now with that DMX, right? I'm hearing that he gonna do a Eminem.
Yeah, man.
That's what they say. It's definite.
Man, he said he want Jay-Z.
That's it. I saw that too.
He said he want Jay-Z. He called him his arch-nemesis.
That's what he said?
That's what he
said.
Man.
Man.
You know, I'd rather get my arch-nemesis. You know what I mean? You know how he talk, you know what I'm saying? And yo, X, man, come on, man, slow it down, man. You picking up on some weight, man. You don't even look comfortable in that weight. You know what I mean?
But that's good. I mean, that's good. Yeah. That's a sign. Like, when I stop smoking cigarettes, I put weight on. You know what I'm saying? When I stop smoking, trees, I put weight on. So that's a good look.
It is a good look. But we just say, just slow down. You know what I mean? Before you know it, man, you ain't even gonna recognize that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you. I definitely feel you.
Anyway, but he was talking about tell you know how he talks. Tell Eminem, come on, bring it on.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he's ready, I got him. You know what I mean? I'd rather my nemesis, my arch nemesis. I'd rather him.
20. So, and your man said, what's his name? Fat Joe said he's un-F-wittable. Eminem.
Eminem.
Man, come on, Fat Joe, man.
It's a good pocket because he's in his own pocket with the podcast, face-to-face Instagram thing. You know what I mean? I can't.
What, that Cocaine Vision? Who you talking about? Fat Joe?
Yeah.
He got a podcast too?
Yeah.
Well, I know that Cocaine Vision is crazy. Remember when he's in like a cave? He hasn't done them in a minute, but they look like right now, they supposed to be in the Mexican underground joints that they discovered. That's supposed to, they did. He did I think he did an interview with Tekashi in there.
In there?
Yeah, he did an interview with Jadakiss in there. Now this all 2018, 2019.
Right now he's in his living room. Somewhere in his house.
He ain't going nowhere.
With a painting in the background. And
right.
He started with Puff.
Right.
And then I think he just did somebody else. But I'm saying that that's the pocket. The pocket right now.
He a slept on MC too though, man. I ain't gonna front, bro.
See,
Fat Joe is like probably one of the most slept on, man.
He's a businessman. You know what I mean? Like he's a businessman. You know what I mean? On a whole nother level. So I really mess with Fat Joe on many his music and his
straight up and down.
From
Gotta Flow Joe.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? From the second album, I think that's when Big Pun was introduced. What's the other guys? Not
Cuban Links.
Yeah, Cuban Link. There's another guy too, man. Not the singing dude. Not Tony Sunshine, man. There's another dude, another raw spitter he had on that album, man. Yo, that album was fire, bro. That second album, bro. I was in college, man. 95, right? Yeah, it's 95. Yeah, it's 95. Or was that part of 94? It was either late 94 or early 95, bro. That joint dropped, man. Yo, man, that came around the same time as AZ's watch that Suicide. More money, more murder, more homicide. That was all part of my listening. My listening experience right then and there, man. Straight up and down. But yeah, man, shouts out Fat Joe. But yeah, man, Fat Joe, I don't believe. I believe 20 solid songs. Yo, really? The song thing, yo, a lot of people bodying Eminem, bro. We got to be real about that. A lot of people bodying Eminem. Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z got 20 to body Eminem. Nas got 20 to body Eminem. I think DMX got 20 to body Eminem. You know what I'm talking about? Because Cat's gonna bring out their best 20, and I don't think his best. Yo, you might not even rock with what I'm saying, but Snoop Dogg might have 20 that body Eminem, bro. Because that whole Snoop what's that first album? Dog what's it called? Doggy Style? Bro, that Doggy Style, bro. Gin and Juice, bro. Come on, bro. That joint was crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep. I don't know if he could really match Mobb Deep. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead. Right.
I
yeah,
mean,
okay.
I
Well,
hear
that's,
it. I mean,
that's just
I
what
hear
I'm
it. It's just
thinking,
like I think Eminem is a great MC. He's
no, now one-on-one face-to-face battle, different conversation. Go ahead.
No, I'm talking about as far as his records. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, he got some really great records. You know what I'm saying?
He do.
So I mean, I would love to witness everyone you just mentioned just
Right.
now, and put it through the filter and see what's what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, again, you know,
you know who I give though? I give him over Andre 3000 though.
that's funny.
I like Andre 3000 though. So I just feel like, you know what I'm
funny.
saying? Like, you know, Eminem, you would get him.
Andre 3000, man, if you out there listening, man, I definitely think you one of the greatest to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
think so,
bar
too.
for bar. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
so, too.
I just wanted to make sure I put it out there. I just wanted to make sure I put it out there for the record. You know
I think so too. I'm just saying for that 20 records, I don't know, man. I don't know. Does Outkast, does you know, Andre 3000 got 20 records that can rock with dude? I don't know.
Wait, Eminem?
Yeah, Scarface might. What you think? Scarface got a couple that you gonna be like, but you know what? They kind of hood classics, right? Okay, so they hood classics. They might not.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta really be able to
catch
you gotta really be able to listen to it and put it through the filter. You know what I'm saying?
Popular vote though, come on, man. Snoop, definitely. He's able to go face to face with Eminem, song for song. Yeah, Nas, he's able to do it. Jay-Z, he's able to do it.
Hey,
and
quick,
DMX able to do it.
Hey,
yep.
real quick, I wanted to let y'all know, man. Yo, go to www.mcwar.com, pick up one of our t-shirts,
that's
man.
a fact.
And when you pick up the t-shirts, right, call in 678-459-4380 to make sure that, so I can make sure that, you know, so they can make sure that everything is on point with the order, and make sure that, you know, you call and put your purchase order, that the order has been purchased and things of that nature, and somebody will be in touch with you to make sure everything is straight. I just wanted to make sure that,
definitely. MCWar.com, man. Their apparel is crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It's like it's
the
crazy.
distress flag shirt is
man.
crazy.
And that's the time we in right now. You know what I mean? We in a distressed time with this pandemic, man.
Yeah,
and the way they putting things together, it's like a one big movie. And they got the what's that dust in the Wizard of Oz? You know what I mean? They done hit us with the dust and we asleep.
That's fact.
And while they getting their job off, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, definitely hit www.mcwar.com. Definitely hit Patreon. You know what I'm saying? We the people that's hitting us, man, shouts out to y'all. We really do appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Right.
You know, but one thing I wanted to talk about right quick, right? The Senate overwhelmingly approved legislations Wednesday that could lead to Chinese companies shut as Alibaba Group holdings. And
shut out of Alibaba Group holdings?
They're shutting them out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then which was being barred from listing on U.S. stock exchange.
What, Alibaba?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know, that's kind of crazy because
I mean, it's kind of tough to compete with Alibaba, man. Like, you saw they got those Taobao villages. You saw that, right?
Yeah. But my point is,
listen,
why hit? I guess because it's Chinese, right? So anything Chinese right now is a part of the war.
Right. I would have to look more into it and to understand more. But those could be looked at as sanctions.
Right.
You know, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have to look at it because if it's a sanction, you know, then it's like, why? You know, why are you sanctioning Alibaba? Shouts out to Jack Ma, man. That guy right there is like, yo, he's a super intelligent guy, man. I watched a lot of his interviews. I like his perspective. You know what I'm saying? He had a debate with Elon Musk. I thought that he really killed that, man, because, you know, Elon Musk thing is like going to Mars. You know, that there's so much issues happening here that, you know, we got to look in other places. And Jack Ma's like, well, shoot, we need to fix what's going on here. We can actually implement projects here on the planet. We don't got to be, you know. I just really like his thinking, but I don't even know why they would come at them like that.
Yeah,
right
because
now.
That's what's interesting about that whole thing is like to have legislation, right, approved to shut out Alibaba and the Baidu Inc. out of stock exchange. It's like you know, you basically snuffing them out.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. I mean, not necessarily because, you know, really at the end of the day, right? First of all, they've done a few different offerings, right? that they raised a lot of money. Like these guys, you know, Alibaba already got, you're not what you're gonna do, you're gonna force them to sell back the shares to the people. People already own shares in the business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see, you know, by them doing it, maybe nobody else can, maybe they can't do any more, no more you know, shares.
But they're being
Well, that means that people can't
listing on the U.S. stock exchange.
Yeah, but what about the people? Because remember they had one of the biggest IPO like ever, like you know what I'm saying, like billions, like they did when they went public. You follow what I'm talking about? Alibaba. So they already got billions of dollars out and people owning equity in the company. So all they can do probably now is try to, by delisting them, I guess, nobody else can invest, but they already got a functioning business, right? Because a lot of times, you go to the public, you go public to get more money in, right? To turn up the business, right? That's one of the purposes.
Absolutely. I just think that it's an interesting move,
right?
But at the same time, I think that's going to hurt America.
Because, I can see that.
Because
I thought you were saying it's going to hurt Alibaba. I was they're already good.
Not
like
so
that's
much,
what I'm thinking.
I mean, no,
right.
I'm just trying to peep the strategy in it. It's like, okay, one they just hit them with millions of what is it called? Millions of what is it called? Sanctions. I forget the specific amount, but it was something in the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars that was removed from. And my point is, by that happening during that time, it becomes a whole thing. Like, okay, now you're hitting another big company like Alibaba from the stock exchange, and that's all a part of, receiving goods. These are the companies that send goods into America.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
So my point is, from the 500. What is it called? From the 550 billion worth of Chinese product that's been slapped with tariffs. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And now you're banning, you're barred. What is it? You're barring.
Barring?
No, not barring, but you're stopping Alibaba from listing on the stock exchange. Yeah. That's like more
barring them.
Yeah, you're barring them. So by them being barred, is okay. Now what else you trying to do? You follow what I'm saying? So that's like more products that the American people that they used to, or business that's accustomed to flowing, is just being disrupted. You
well, exactly. Well, I mean, exactly why. I know right now. You do. It's a few different things that you could look at. You could look at the Hong Kong situation right now, because right now, basically, China has they got some sort of national security law for Hong Kong in response to last year's protests, right?
Right.
And so basically they're gonna be taking over some sort of control over Hong Kong. Now, that the world ain't really feeling, because you remember, first of all, Hong Kong was under British rule since up until 1997, which is crazy to me anyway. Like, how you foreigner, you foreign land, you on somebody else's land, within somebody else's cultural land, somebody else genetically made up different than you, right? And you over here, you just released, them back to Hong Kong, back to China, and then they try to tell China, well, y'all got till 1947, y'all got to kind of allow them to have their own type of democracy up until 2047, some 50-year plan that they got. Crazy. So right now they're looking at China as violating that, because China's like, nah, we about to press down. That's what's going on right now. They saying, listen, no, we got this new security law, and and everybody's assuming that it's in response to those protests that was happening last year, right? They're about to implement that into Hong Kong, and people are upset about that. So most likely that's a direct response, because that's literally, on Al Jazeera right now, as of yesterday. So these things are happening right now. And, obviously, the United States is not happy about that. Most of the Western society not happy about, the China-Hong Kong relationship, you know what I mean? And, but outside of that, man, I do agree they're gonna hurt themselves, man, because
even the World Bank just predicted that announced that a statement on Tuesday saying that 60 million people could fall into extreme poverty due to COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. Will be what is it called, going on for about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like so they expecting this poverty for 60 million people for 3 years. I know it's about 40 million of us in the United States as far as Africans in America. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's also out of that 40 million, then you have another 20 million, I would say. That's a mixed group of people. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be going through this.
Poor white people too.
Yeah, of course. A mix of, you know what I mean, within that bunch is going to be poor white people, but they're going to be going through this extreme poverty. Right. Because it's already known that the middle class don't exist. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or it slowly has dissipated. Right. And then with this coronavirus, it's over 30 million people
unemployed. Another 2 million as of yesterday. So I think it's at 36 point something million people unemployed.
So you feel me? So this is what the World Bank is talking about with the 60 million people, and they're saying that this going to happen for 3 years. This is going to be a 3-year process. Right. You know what I mean? Starting when? I'm thinking starting now.
Yes, now.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, I always talk about live events. I mean, tourism, those are major parts of economy for states, cities, and federal government. You follow what I'm talking about? You got all those federal parks, those federal sites. People can't see right now. People not traveling into what? New York City. People not traveling into what?
Italy.
Miami. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just talking about the United States right now.
Right,
they're not going to Miami right now.
Walt Disney World.
You know, come on, Walt Disney. One dude, they was trying to, they was looking for somebody to come over to Disney, and I think he wound up going over to, not IG, Instagram. What app he went over to become a CEO at this app? Not TikTok. I think he went over to TikTok. They hired somebody from Disney. Either which way, Disney going through it right now, man.
They were making like $1 billion.
They were just that company, because remember they just went live with the streaming platform. Remember, with the whole Disney Online, and you could get all Disney access. The same way you do Netflix and Fox. Crazy. Different. CBS got their own digital platform, and Disney just launched theirs. Remember they had the whole Star Wars and the Baby Yoda and all the they had a whole series. They had a series of Star Wars specifically for the Disney Channel. So they was doing numbers. So this was like this was really like a big wrench in their whole play right now. So
this coronavirus is definitely something different.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it really backfired because, and again, it's my personal opinion. Right. It was made to kill people. Period.
Right.
But however, it's been made because they put the protein of HIV in it. Mm-hmm. I think it was something for African Americans. Mm-hmm. That's my Africans. Period. You know what I mean? That's just my thought on it.
No, I think honestly, I think it's they taking everybody out, bro. Like you remember you was talking about Bill Gates behind it. We was talking about Bill Gates. You had mentioned how Bill Gates went into India. There was some issue there. Right. I don't have all the information in front of me, but India every year 20 million people, babies born every year, 20 million. In India. You follow what I'm talking about? So these people within that elite few that are part of that, what they call Illuminati, or people that are part of that whole money scheme. Because I remember, in the Leviathan 666 book, again, Free Dr. York, shouts out to Dr. Malachi York. In that book, remember they had the scale of the richest people, right? No, first it was like the Druids, right? You know what I'm talking about? Then it was like the 500 richest people in the world. Remember how that breakdown was? You remember?
I remember the breakdown.
It's in Leviathan 666. Right? And it also talks about the top Masons. Has the top Masons there, has the Druids there, right? And it also has the 500 richest people in the world too. Right. That's on there too. It's a list. And of course, come on, this guy got all that money. He part of that list. So I'm thinking they coming after everybody. They own too. They don't care.
What's the stone? Right. What's that stone in Georgia?
The Guy Stones.
The Guy Stone.
Yeah. In Elberton.
In Georgia, that it has to get the population, the world population down to 500 million.
Right, exactly.
And then right now the world population is at 7 point something billion.
Right, and you know the ill thing was that one thing that he had said, Dr. York, in one of those books, that Albert was in that same book.
Albert
I think Albert Pike, you know, Albert Magnus, right? These guys are people that kind of help infiltrate Masonry with the Illuminati concept, right? You know, the concept kind of based on white being good, black being bad, so on and so forth. But that whole concept of Albert, he was explaining, look, Albert is a code name for the Illuminati. And he was pointing at Albert Einstein. Those Godstones are in Alberton, Georgia. Right, you know what I'm talking about? And rest in peace to who? Prodigy, whose first name was Albert, who was revealing all this stuff about the Illuminati, man, straight up and down, man.
Shouts out to Prodigy on a whole nother level, because a lot of these guys know the information, like half a mil. Rest in peace, man. And they were all studying. I mean, Dr. York.
But you got to look at it like this. And again,
and my point is, like, you know, people like Jay-Z.
But again, it comes down to the money, bro. It comes down to, listen, you can't get they check like that, because you're not like, now is a little different than even then. Even now, every year even though there's more, you know, they hit people with more of an illusion. We have more things impacting us, like coronavirus, but we do got more control now to be able to change our lives financially more now than ever before.
Right.
Like, you know, it's like, and I'm talking about not only just Africans in America, not only, you know, white people in America, but, you know, Africans in Africa, Indians in India, because now they got this whole world platform to be able to change, to be able to, you know, put up a product, so on and so forth. But you couldn't do that 20 years ago. You follow what I'm talking about? Right. 20 years ago, guess what? Or let's say 25, 30 years ago, when a lot of these artists was getting their record deals, there's no way in hell they was going to let you talk about certain things. They cutting you the check. It wasn't no, I'm going to be independent. Even if you was independent, you was still getting what? Distribution from one of the major labels. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't go through their channels. And if you said something to offend somebody, you know what I mean? Like, you know, say you said something against a Jewish person. The Jewish people, the majority of people that own these major record labels, guess what? Your joint ain't going out. You follow what I'm talking about? You ain't getting distribution. I don't care if you got your own, you know, your own label, but how you gonna get it in the Sam Goodies? How you gonna get it in the, you know, with some Tower Records? Right. You wasn't be able to get it into those places without the major distribution companies, right? So now, what, 2020, you got direct to your hand, from hand to person. So that's why, yeah, I do know for a fact a lot of them people got killed. Body. Tupac, body. Killed because you can't have a person like that. Dr. York thrown in prison. You can't have a person like that in 2020. You can't have nobody like that right now with direct access.
Right, the narrative.
Come on, you got direct access. Narrative. You able to go ahead and you able to get information out. And look what they doing to Brian Rose. Shouts out to Brian Rose, London Real. Right, if y'all don't know, if you ever look at London Real, that's a great show. If y'all, you know, looking for, you know, different strategies, success strategies, whatever type of business that you're into or whatever your passion is, I definitely recommend Brian Rose. Check him out, London Real. What happened with him? He puts David Icke on the show, right? David Icke starts talking about, you know, the coronavirus being created. So then, you know, David Icke got a lot of other, you know, controversial, thoughts of, you know, or ideas or beliefs, right? About, you know, extraterrestrials, so on and so forth. They start ripping his videos down. You know that, right? Brian Rose, they ripping. Yo, listen, London Real is huge. I mean, this guy's had on his shows Robert Kawasaki. He's had so many big, huge people on his show. You know what I mean? Do straight, legitimate platform. But guess what? He put the wrong people, but guess what?
It's the narrative.
But what he's actually fighting it. He's fighting it and kind of, you know, getting a little bit of leverage. You know what I'm talking about? Because he's able to utilize all these different ways to go directly to his people, his followers. You know, he did strategic things, like he held little classrooms and Zoom and stuff like that. So, you know, he probably got hundreds of thousands, if not a million emails directly to people that he want to talk to. So there's other platforms that you could stream through, right? So now he's voicing what happened and it's making YouTube look bad. You follow what I'm talking about? So hey, listen, this war right here, man, is, you know, this media war.
It's a war out here, nobody's safe from.
Yeah, it's an information war. You know what I mean? You know, like, what's your man? That was in his show, right? Information Wars. What was his name?
InfoWars.
InfoWars. That's literally what's going on right now.
Right.
But the ground is a lot more you able to fight.
And they shut him down on all platforms.
And music is media.
Right.
Music is media. Video is media. So y'all artists and stuff like that, we making media. You're at the end of the day, this is media. So the information war, this is the best time to be fighting it. You couldn't fight this war in 1965. You could not fight an information war in 1965. That's why those people died. They had to die because that was the only thing that was going to bring. They had to become martyrs, unfortunately. And come on, they knew that. If you look at those interviews, look at the autobiography of Malcolm X, look at what Martin Luther King was saying. It's like, yo, I know I'm going to die. I think even Tupac was talking about he knew he was going to. People knew that they knew that they was going to die in order for there to be able to, for us to have the freedoms that we got right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, yeah, that's definitely on point, and it's on point for the day and time that we in right now, man. But one thing I want to let you guys know, man. Maybe I don't know, but the coronavirus is spreading faster in Brazil than anywhere on the planet Earth, man. Like people are dying like crazily over there, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think when I hear stuff like that, in Brazil it's pretty warm.
There's a lot of people out there too.
It's pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, why there? You follow what I'm saying?
Population control.
Yeah, because it's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know,
look what's on the South America, Venezuela. You know what they did? They said they went to guess who? They went to hold up. They went to looking for their gold. Hold on, you gonna love this, Den Tut, cause you love that gold. Den Tut love that real gold, cause you know money ain't real. Yeah, if it ain't gold, it ain't real, right?
Ain't gold, it ain't real.
Right. So look. They saying like, look, because of the fact that they going through such an ordeal, they need their gold, right? Oh man, who did they go to? I'm trying to find it. Where I put that? Oh man, where I put that? Oh. No, is it here? Where is it at? World Bank approved filing. Okay, no, man, I don't know where I put it down. Okay, hold up. Economic crisis caused by the pandemic. Okay, hold up. Wow, I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I wrote it down. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, man, but listen, it's Venezuela. They looking for their gold. I think it was to London. They went to London and they said, listen, we need our gold in order to be able to liquidate $1 billion to cover our our overhead for dealing with the coronavirus.
Crazy.
Yeah, they need that $1 billion now. Yeah, so go ahead, man. I just wanted to shout that out, man. But
it's real, and it's all relative because Brazil, you know, they got the rainforest over there. They got the indigenous people over there.
Right.
And they got this just a massive amount of land over there in South America. You follow what I'm saying? So that land mass over there, you know, and you just killing the people off, is like free fall. You follow what I'm saying? And I look at the indigenous people over there in Brazil, like I see people here in Africa, so meaning their leadership is easy to. You should have heard the president. You know, oh, you know, they're just dying. You know what I mean? It's a pandemic. Like, and he looks European. He looks European, bro. Like he looks like he wouldn't mind just selling the people out.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And then that's my take on it. Like, you know, he just like, you know, the president of the Madagascar was offered $20 million. He said no. One of the ministers of Nigeria was offered $10 million. He said no. I could see him, that president, being offered some money. He's like, yeah, you know what I mean, handle your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And then the people the people that's dying over there is at an alarming rate. So that's crazy.
But remember that movie I was telling you about? I watched it on a plane here on the way to Liberia. I told you about it, and it was called Brazil. Remember? And is that the name of it? Yeah, I think it's called Brazil, and it's who's starring? I don't know if it's Bruce Willis. It might be Bruce Willis that's starring in it, right? And it's an old movie, and it's kind of considered corny, right? And it is one of Bob's movies. It's one of his movies. In the movie, they basically, Brazil was the spot. it was like America, you know what I mean? Everybody was you know, they would what's it called, registered with like, you know, some computer system, you know what I mean? It was like basically like a New World Order concept.
Wow.
You follow what I'm talking about? So you know how they put that stuff in the movies first.
It is
right?
South America.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So like,
and so look, right, this I found it says Venezuela sues the Bank of England over gold reserves. Lawyers for Venezuela's central bank said they had launched legal action against the Bank of England, demanding the release of gold reserves to be used to tackle the coronavirus pandemic.
Crazy.
London-based firm Zawali and Company said it had been instructed by the Banco Central de Venezuela to, quote, issue a claim against the Bank of England for the release of 1 billion of Venezuela's gold reserves to help the country combat COVID-19.
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
And you know what's deep about that right there? Is that, you know, people are starting to stand up, and that's all over the planet. You know what I mean?
These are facts.
You know, because like, you know, Bill Gates right now is being accused of crime against humanity in Italy. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
At the parliament.
Wow.
At the parliament.
Just serious.
Yeah, at the parliament that day, and they had a whole breakdown.
Where was this at? Where you get
at
this?
The
where you get this information from? But I'm gonna see a link of this right here, because this right here, this is it right here.
It was at the parliament.
Crazy.
And it was a what's called a YouTube video, and they were breaking it down like really heavy on how, you know, they want him to be brought on charges. It was mentioned at the parliament that they want him to be brought on charges for what is it called, crime against humanity. You know what I'm saying? And what is it called? And the way it was broken down, it was a video that I saw. Italian government doesn't want to arrest Bill Gates. Okay, so,
right, but at the top, look, if you scroll at the top, it says the Italian Parliament calls for the arrest of Bill Gates.
Right.
That was
May 15, 2020.
Right.
But my point is that's them standing up. You follow what I'm saying? That's actually them standing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But anyway, it is the fact of the matter is the way that the things are
going. Okay. So basically, there was a member. It was a member of the Italian Parliament that suggested Bill Gates should be arrested.
Guess what? Crime against humanity,
right, exactly.
At the Parliament.
Okay.
But my point is that that's
right.
people standing up.
Right. So they just wanted to be clear that they said that there's no evidence that calls to arrest Bill Gates are endorsed for or supported by the entire Parliament. Right. But the fact that it was brought up is definitely interesting.
That's my point.
Right.
That's people standing up.
No,
they stand
that's
up
a
all
fact.
over the planet.
That's a fact.
And this is, to me, is just the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the way they broke it down during the Parliament, they broke down everything that he's been saying over the years about, you know, depopulation.
Wow.
You know, the vaccination.
Wow.
RFID chip.
Wow.
And then she had a whole list breaking it down.
Right.
And you know, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people died in Italy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they also mentioned the people that got sterilized, the females, the women that got sterilized in Kenya. You know what I mean? The people that was left that died in India.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she went down a whole list.
Kenya's now they trying to go to the World Bank for $500 million. They got approved for $500 billion in funding from the World Bank.
You know what I'm saying?
To now handle the different issues happening over there because of coronavirus.
So like, you know, what happens is with this coronavirus thing, it's something that's very serious. It's a pandemic, so it's across the world. And what is it called? Bill Gates has entered the room and the door shut behind him.
Right.
And because now people is able to identify who it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a problem.
You know what I'm saying? They're able to identify who he is.
And you know? It's gonna have to be information. The information wars are gonna go to the next level. I mean, where's Guatemala? That's South America too?
That's South America.
Yeah, definitely. Guatemala's beef got issues now too. The president is like, yo, what is the United States doing? I thought we had good relationships. Y'all sending people over here with guess what? COVID-19.
Yeah, that's my point.
You sending back people. You sending people infected. If they infected,
right,
keep them over there.
Right.
Keep them there where you got them. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna send them back infected? You know, you know, he's like, you know, he's really questioning their relationship right now.
That's the whole thing about this.
Spread it. They want their opportunity. I mean, they want to spread it.
President Trump on Thursday said, "We are not closing our country. If the U.S. is hit by a second wave of corona infection, we will continue to stay open.
Wow.
Like so the whole thing now is okay. It's like, you know, what is it called?
But where do you think his mind is at? His mind is not with the mind of Bill Gates then.
No, well, I think in my personal opinion,
right?
Like I was about to say, you got the right wing, you got the left wing. It's the same bird.
It's definitely the same bird.
So with that, with him, I'm thinking personally, it's business for him.
Right,
you know
but remember, he was never really affiliated with either wing. Remember, listen, before, like, cause you know, in his book Thinking Big, you know who his buddy was? His man's Clinton. That was his main man. 50 grand. Hillary Clinton. He's like, yo, she's a wonderful woman. You know how he be talking about, like, you know how he say, oh, what a wonderful woman, da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about?
He was throwing darts at her all throughout her campaign.
Yeah, but that's later. You know what I'm saying? When he started like, oh, I'm this who I'm gonna be facing. You know what I'm talking about? But before that, it was coochie crunch. You follow what I'm talking about? So my point is that he never really was affiliated with either one of those. You know what I'm talking about? Like that, from what I saw, Republican or Democrat. Though he leaned more towards the Republican Party. But, you know, I'm asking, do you think that he's a little bit more out the box, or he's part of the same?
I think he's a part of the same. He's a part of the same gang.
Right,
like the whole thing about it is right now is, if you, like the fact that you're saying that if there is a second wave, you're not shutting it down.
Right.
I mean, he's just doing a couple of things, and he started with saying right now that church and any church and a religious gathering is an essential activity.
Right.
That's the wave of everything being reopened again.
Right.
So it's like so you first get comfortable going to church and pray about it.
Right.
If y'all die, pray about it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all stay alive, pray about it. So, but my point about it is that that's the first wave of it. You know what I'm saying? And if it get hit again, you know what I'm saying, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? For him is business, but it's still a part of the same business agenda of who? Bill Gates, you know what I'm saying? Of who? Fauci. It's a business agenda.
Homeland, bro.
And exactly.
Homeland, I think he just there, man, and he might want it. I think he ain't got no control over what it is, man.
I was about to say, I watched enough movies to understand the fact that, what is it called? These things take place in such a way. These things takes place in such a way where it's an agenda. You know what I'm saying? And that agenda,
right.
You know what I mean? You got to meet that status quo because you already made agreements. You know what I'm saying? And those behind the door agreements, they're ironclad. It's just about when that time coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like and Obama was a part of it. Obama set up a lot of stuff to get put where it's at right now. You follow what I'm saying? And that's Obama.
It's the system. I mean, it's like a business. It's like anything else.
You said it.
It's a corporation.
It's
USA.
not like a business. It is a business.
So whoever's the president, I mean, they still working off an agenda. They've been plans laid out 20 years ago for right now. 30, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They're working off a 40-year-old plan.
From the guy that was the president, what was his name? Robert? I forget his name.
Ronald Reagan.
Not Ronald Reagan, but when he was in office when
Jimmy Carter.
When the spaceships came around. Truman.
Oh, Truman.
Yeah,
Harry Truman.
Yeah, when the spaceships came to the White House.
Right.
But the William Rod Bryan Jr., the man who recorded the fatal shooting of Ahmaud Arbery.
Get him out of here.
Got arrested for. He was arrested for
filming the shooting, bro.
No, murder.
Yeah, murder. Yeah, but he filmed it.
Of course, but murder and false arrest. Because they said that they was doing a citizen's arrest.
Wow.
So not only was he arrested for murder, but he was also arrested for false arrest, which is rest in peace, Ahmaud Arbery, because a lot of videos been showing up how they've been harassing him in Brunswick, Georgia. You follow what I'm saying? How it's a particular mindset that and they was attacking him and these good old boys.
Right.
They killed them.
It's a different day and time, man. This couldn't have happened 40 years ago.
There would be no video.
Come on, man. There wouldn't be no video. Even if there was, they was still, your man was still getting out. He was allowed to kill a black man.
Right.
Back then.
Yeah. But I definitely wanted to point that out.
Yeah, man. Great one, man. Great point, man. Rest in peace to that brother, big up to his family having to deal with a loss like that. And also being, basically, leaders in this day and time to bring it to the front, because that's not easy in the state of Georgia, where there's still a lot of racist media, a lot of racist police. You know what I mean? For them to stand strong on the point, man, they did a good job, man.
Yeah. So like, you know, let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because they tried to sweep it under the rug. They're putting this negative publicity about Ahmaud Arbery. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens.
Right.
You know, Styles P, man, was in a community gathering.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yo, Styles P is talking about, you know, jobs for people that don't have jobs, man. He's paying like
Westchester.
In Yonkers, he's paying like $4,500 a month in an apartment. I mean,
wow.
I don't agree with that, Styles. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I understand you want to stay in New Jersey or wherever. I mean,
that's Yonkers,
wherever you at. You know,
right.
Part of me. You want to stay in Yonkers, but $4,500.
Rent too damn high. You ever seen that dude?
Yeah,
you see the commercial with dude?
For
rent too damn high.
Man. He said that's what he's paying. So, you know, I'm like, you could do better than that. $4,500, right. you could buy something.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, shouts out to him for pushing that agenda of more jobs, so, you know, people can make money so they can afford to pay $4,500.
But you never know. He might have apartment buildings and things. I'm learning a lot of people, they rent, but they got property. They selling it, and their property is on the market. Their property is rented. Their property is. So that's a possibility.
Apartment as well.
He seems like a really, the transformation he's made over the years has been really excellent. Styles P, man, shouts out to him, man.
And I like the fact that he was, you know, he's actually pivoted to even be in a town hall meeting,
right?
To even be having his voice heard.
He's been pioneering the whole change of people eating. Like, you know how many wild street, you know what I'm talking about? Certain cats that everybody can't reach. He's been reaching them, changing their diet, bro, in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? You change your diet, what you change?
Your mind.
Yeah, you changing your thinking, you changing your DNA. A lot is changing when you start, you know, monitoring what goes in and out of your body. You know,
where we at?
I think we pretty much done for this episode, man.
But real quick, I gotta shout out Boosie, man. Boosie's doing his darn thing.
Which one?
Man, Boosie, man. Boosie.
Yeah, I mean, he's all over the place doing so much. What specifically?
He got an alkaline life water.
Wow.
Check out alkaline life water.
Oh man, it's about that.
And the spring comes from Georgia.
Wow.
Right? And it's from the Cherokee Nation. They use this particular spring water, right? And this thing is it's alkaline based. You know what I'm saying? And he owns a portion of the company.
I like that guy,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying? So like, you know, the fact that he did a whole acidic and alkaline, and his water was at the end. The Dasani acidic. Voso, acidic.
Oh wow, the one the nice bottle that's super expensive. You look all fly carrying it, but it's not doing nothing for your health.
Acidic.
Stop it.
Dasani acidic.
I knew that one.
What is it called? It's like all these different, you know, bottles of water that's just acidic, and then when it got to his, super alkaline.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to him for that. You know what I mean? For the mindset. You know what I mean? He's overcame cancer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He overcame the life sentence. They tried to kill a man in jail,
Tried to kill the man in jail. So he was doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I also wanted to shout out to the founder of shouts out to the founders of We Buy Black. You know what I mean? They developed the first ever black-owned supermarket.
Oh, what?
Right, yep. And that will be primarily selling products from black farmers and food manufacturers, right? And they have reached their first financial goal of $425,000 to purchase the property.
Wow.
Purchase the property.
Right.
That was dope to me. They're not renting the 13,881 square feet building, but they want to purchase the property. You follow what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
And they're buying it from, you know, black farmers.
Wow.
And black food manufacturers. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up to y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all doing y'all thing. You follow what I'm saying?
Yo, real quick, you sent me something about marijuana and COVID-19, man. Did you look at that article yet? Did you read it?
I
know you shot it to me. I don't know if you got a chance to review it yet.
I saw the article. I was laughing.
I didn't get a chance,
but I was going to do it for the next episode.
Okay, all right, cool. We'll talk about it then anyway. Time about to run out anyway.
Yeah. But yo, shouts out to everybody that's listening. Tell a friend. It's Debatable. Check out www.mcward.com.
Pick up a t-shirt. Patreon.com/MC War. And shout out our microphone and headphone sponsors.
Crystal.
Austrian Audio.
Crystal.
Free Dr. York.
Free Dr. York.